What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the concept of non-negotiables and the power of knowing your non-negotiables. So in case you might have never heard what non-negotiables are, it's essentially a set of commitments, a set of things that you're going to be committed to doing every single day. Now, this list of yours, your non-negotiables, may be as follows. You might take a cold shower every day. You might meditate every day. You might be committed to reading every day. You might be committed to exercising every day and working towards your business every single day. That's personally what some of my non-negotiables are. And I actually had those implemented into my habit, my daily routine, like my daily habits, before I even heard about the concept of having non-negotiables. But when I heard about this concept, I thought, oh, okay, I guess I do have non-negotiables, and that's just a really cool way to frame having things that you are committed to. You have non-negotiables. In other words, it's not up for debate whether they are going to get done or not. You are going to do them. So the reason that these are so powerful, your set of non-negotiables, is as follows. There's a bunch of different reasons, and I'm going to talk about them. So the first reason kind of ties into how you're going to know what your non-negotiables are. And the first reason that they are so powerful is because your non-negotiables are going to reaffirm your core values. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, some of my non-negotiables, like I said, are meditating every day, taking a cold shower, and drinking lemon water right when I wake up, and exercising every day. So those three non-negotiables are reaffirming my values of healthy body, healthy mind. So those are things that I personally find really valuable, and I'm going to work on reaffirming every single day. And I think those are actually things that everybody should have in their core values, healthy body, healthy minds, because no matter what your list of core values is, as long as healthy body, healthy mind are in those core values, you are going to be more successful at reaffirming the other ones. So that's just a little bias that I have and a little aside for you. And maybe a little idea when writing down your core values and writing down your non-negotiables. So the reason this ties into how you're going to decide what your non-negotiables are is because once you decide what your core values are, you can decide how it is that you want to reaffirm those, what action that it is you are going to be taking to let those manifest out into the world. And that deserves its whole own video on how you're going to be able to do that. But essentially, you have goals that are aligned with your core values. And if you don't, well, I highly recommend doing some self-reflection, seeing what your core values are, and then setting up some goals so that you can carry out and express those values into the world. That's going to be very fulfilling for you. But once you have established, these are my core values, these are some goals that I have to express my core values, you are going to be able to save yourself a lot of time and energy by taking a step back and saying, okay, now that I have these core values and these are my goals that align with my core values, what is some action that I can take every single day that is going to help me manifest these values and these goals that I have? And that is how you're going to create your non-negotiables. That is also part of the power of knowing your non-negotiables, is that you are going to reaffirm your core values. And that brings us into our next point. You are going to have a sense of harmony with your inner world and your outer world. So you are going to be integrous with yourself. You are going to know this is something that I really care about, and this is how I'm going to make it happen. So if you have a business that expresses something that you really care about, that you're really passionate about, knowing that you are going to work towards that business maybe for 3 hours every day, if that's all the time that you have to work towards that, then you're going to work towards your business for 3 hours every single day. And that's going to be a non-negotiable. That is going to be something that sets your inner world up to have harmony with your outer world. The next reason this is so powerful is because it's going to save you so much time and energy by knowing, okay, this is something that I'm going to do every single day. You don't have to waste time thinking about, what am I going to do to work towards this goal now? And what about this goal? And what about that goal? There's, if you want a six-pack, you can take a step back and set yourself up a regimen and think, okay, here are my non-negotiables. I'm going to hit this fitness goal every single day. I'm going to get this workout in and follow this nutrition every single day. Now, with something like this, and even our other goals of working towards a business, for example, it's important not to be so hard on yourself, not to be so neurotic. At the same time, it's a commitment that you're making. So you want to reaffirm your own confidence in yourself and reaffirm your own character by following through with your commitment. But if you only hit every single non-negotiable on your list 28 out of 30 days in the month, that's still a really high number. That's still a really good success rate. So don't be so neurotic about it. Don't be so hard on yourself if you're not getting 100% every single month, for example. Now, on the flip side of that, maybe it's good to be a little bit hard on yourself if you're only succeeding 3 out of 7 days. With that being said, take a step back and ask yourself why it is that you are failing to meet your commitment. Could be a very simple answer. Could be that you're just being kind of lazy. But in a lot of cases, that might not be the whole answer. So you might have to do a lot of self-reflection to see why it is that you are not stepping up to your commitments. Maybe the answer lies in your core values. Maybe your commitments don't actually align with your core values. Maybe the goals you set aren't actually things that you care about. It's just you've kind of been programmed to care about them. And so you're carrying, like from our societal conditioning, you've been programmed, And so you think you care about it, but then when it's times to actually do the action, you're like, I don't really care about this stuff. So I went off on a bit of a tangent there, but moral of the story is that it's going to build your character, and it is going to save you so much time from having to consider, what is it that I'm going to do to meet this goal and this goal and this goal? So have your non-negotiables that line up with your core values that work towards accomplishing your goals. They're going to save you a whole bunch of time that you would be taking to brainstorm every single day if you didn't otherwise have a set of non-negotiables. They're also going to be building your character. So these are 3 huge reasons, 3 very powerful reasons why you should know your non-negotiables. If you do know your non-negotiables, and if you implement them, act on them, and then take a step back after even just 30 days of following through with them, at any success rate over 90%, I would say. So what's that? 27 out of 30 days. So if you follow through with it like that, honestly, even less. Like even if you haven't quite hit the 90% success rate, you'll probably still notice a huge difference in your confidence in yourself and the amount of time that you're saving, in the productivity that you've made towards your goals, and in the harmony that you feel within yourself, with your outer world and your inner world being in a balance, with you feeling a sense of integrity that you are carrying out and you are expressing what is of value to you, what you find in your core values. So these reasons all point towards the power of knowing your non-negotiables. If you have your non-negotiables, if you act on them, you are going to see your life flourish. And at the end of the day, all the action we take, anything we do, is just because we want a deep sense of fulfillment. And knowing your non-negotiables, committing to them, and carrying them out is going to put you in a place of fulfillment and satisfaction with the life that you are living, for all the reasons that I stated. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one.